Hi all. So today we are going to implement SNMP version 3, and then we are going to add one switch into SolarWind using SNMP version 2. So basically, before beginning, let me tell you what is SNMP version 2. SNMP version, a bit of enhancement of SNMP version 1. Only the main difference between SNMP version 1 and 2 is that SNMP version only request only one OID at a time, but in SNMP version it can create a bulk request. So that is the main difference between SNMP version 1 and 2. Apart from that, uh, there is no major difference. SNMP version 1 was supporting authentication as a community string, and SNMP version same thing. I mean, it just support authentication as a community string text. That's all. There is no major security concern regarding SNMP. Uh, so let's get it started. First of all, I'm going to enable SNMP in a switch which I'm going to enable on this switch. So in SNMP version, what I have to do, just simple run the command SNMP server community, and now whatever the text I type here, this text has to match on the SolarWind or PRTZ, whatever your I mean SNMP manager is. So let's say I'm typing here as SGIT. Okay, that's all. What is the permission? You can give read only or read write. So I'm just giving read only permission, and I can also mention the access list, but right now I am not enabling that access list. SNMP server enable traps, SNMP server. We can now enable traps. Okay, even though we do not enable traps, it will also be monitored. So let's then go to SolarWind. In SolarWind, go to the setting, manage node, and here are already the couple of switches, but let's first of all verify the IP address of our switches. Our switches, I can see show IP interface brief. My IP address of the switch is 205. Let me so I'm going to click on add node. Now the IP address of that switch, let's mention 192.168.0.205. We are adding this device using SNMP version 2C. Okay, now your community string must be matched. What was that community string we mentioned? SGIT. That's the community string, I believe, what I have mentioned here. Okay, SGIT, that's the correct. Now let's test it. It's validating. Okay, test successful. That's the simplest configuration you will ever see. Now click on next. Okay, it's showing that it's already added. I'm going to re-add. Now this monitoring system is going to discover that what is OID is available on that agent to be monitored. So it will take a couple of minutes. Okay, now I can select or deselect what needs to be monitored and what I don't need to be monitored. So I'm going to select all. Basically I need to monitor everything on this device. So now next. 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 Okay, click on add node. So this is the very simple configuration. That's the reason SNP version 2 still exists. You don't have to uh, do a lot of configuration. In that next video we will learn how we can add a device using SNMP version 3 in the SolarWinds. So SNMP 3 is a bit complicated to configure. That's why that is still, I mean, nowadays most of the organization use SNMP 3, but SNMP 2 is way easy than SNMP version 3. Okay, now I can see there is some warning as there is a lot of interface on that switch is down. So that's all for today.